Today we're at South Fork Landing in North Bend, Washington. Gonna play this course. It's an 18-hole course. It's on a former ball golf course, so it has really nice grassy fields, lots of trees. They did a great job of having open holes and then challenging through the trees when you cross fairways. There are some hazards like this one where it plays as a hazard stroke if you're in the bunker. They're all marked with white outlines. We're gonna go play the round today, see how it goes, show you guys what the course is like. This is hole 1, 207 feet. The basket is just behind that tree, the biggest of those trees on the little incline. So I usually play this as a forehand. See if we can get it to stick in there without going up and over the hill on the back. Hole 2 is 412 feet. This is a tough one. You have to get under this row of trees, under and through the next row of trees, and then the basket is up in the split of the big old oak tree. So best case is we get past the 2 rows of trees, play an upshot, and then tap it in. See how it goes. Hole 3, it's 269 feet. Easier line is through this gap forehand, finishing back to the right. You can also go backhand around the right side, but there's a fence back in behind that tree you got to avoid. So we're gonna go forehand. Hole 4, 219 feet, triple Mando. You gotta keep it in that gap. The drop zone is to the left of the post on the left side if you miss the Mando. This is hole 5, 392 feet. Right on there in the sun. This tree used to have a bunch more branches on it, but a bunch have fallen off, so it's a little easier than it used to be. Good forehand or backhand hole. Wind got a hold of that one. Hit the pole, not too bad. This is hole 6, 291 feet. Tee-pad's over here. Basket is in that little peninsula of trees, tucked back in there. I play this as a forehand, try to get a skip around the corner. You can also go backhand, but there's more trees in the way to approach backhand. Took a big skip and hit this tree, otherwise I'd have been right up in there. This hole 7 is 377 feet. No trees on the left side. The basket is just probably 20 feet left of that line of trees. Way down there. On my backhand. Hole 8, par 3, 367. Biggest oak tree down there is a Mando right, and then the basket, you can just see the edge of it along off the left side of those trees. So, gotta be backhand. Try to get it to cut back in there at the end. Hole 9, 344. Big hazard just on the left of the basket. It's about 2 feet from the basket, maybe 3. It's really close. I'm going to throw a forehand, hit the left cap, and try to skip back across the hazard, be close to the basket. Ooh, not too bad. Okay, we're on to the back 9. Hole 10, it's 354. This one's tricky. The biggest tree on the right down there is a Mando left. The road and everything to the right is OB right. Trees on the left side are kind of low, overhanging, and there's water 15, 20 feet past the basket. Hit the Mando. There's some wind down there. That's not helping. This one's such a beautiful hole with water right behind. With a great layup. Hole 11, 309. No Mandos, but a small gap off the tee. And then the basket sits back there in the trees with about 20 trees guarding it around it within the circle, so always a super tricky hole. Well, we might have got lucky. Hole 12, par 3, 268. Pretty much go forehand or backhand on this hole. The forehand line has got a big tree in your way on that last approach. Backhand's definitely wider open, but there is OB long if you go into the woods. Got lucky with a tree kick. This is hole 13. It's a par 4, 491 feet. Pretty narrow gap to start. Big old tree in your way. You can just barely see the tip of the band down there back in the hole to the left. You can get past the big tree on your drive, you're set up pretty good for a 3. Hole 14, par 3, 205. Basket's on the left side, 15 feet short of the water. It used to be farther to the right where it's really narrow, and then the path in before is OB, so it plays as an island. You got to get there. Drop zone's over here on the right side if you need it. Drop zone plays from here, 122 feet to this basket location. Hole 15, par 3, 372. Sits in behind those 3 guardian trees on the left side. Definitely plays as a backhand hole. Super skippy. Hole 16, par 3, it's 303 feet. Got this fence in the way, so you can either go right of it or left of it. The left gap is smaller, but it's a straighter line to the basket. And the basket sits behind that row of trees, and it's 15 feet short of the water. Fortunately, it's frozen today if it goes in there. Safe. Hole 17, par 3, 315 feet. Gap to go through. OB all the way down the right side. A fault swooping around behind. And then the basket is elevated up on a stump. 18, par 3, 474. It's a long one for par 3. Ando right side and OB right side. Ooh, windy. Good way to finish. I love this course. Probably one of my favorite in the greater Seattle area. It's really beautiful. Only gripe, tee pads are a little bit short. But down here in the corner of the parking lot, there's a big stack of turf. So hopefully they're gonna update that soon. Course average is a +8. So, super fun course. Thanks for watching.